listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
Get him down. Chewy. Obi-Wan had a son, they called him Richie G. Here we are, Wednesday night. Is it true? Yes, it is. We are at the hump day of the week. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is December 13th, 2023. It is the 13th. Ooh. Ooh. Are you scared? Hey, tonight's show, I got a case of them. Nos. He's back in the business. I got a hockey. I got 12. I'm going to die. So let's see how the best pop top in the business. They don't make them any better than these. Say, watch. Ready? We're going to start the show this way. It's like a commercial almost. Okay. Alrighty then. Tonight we're going to talk about what is catastrophic disclosure. And how do you communicate with aliens? I think I know how. I have the answer. I got it all tonight. That's right. So, with that being said, let's do a little bit of coal roll. Huh? Roll call. That's what I said. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to Diane Boss, the boss of Goof On. What do you say there, lady? Paula Faust, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice to see you. Happy to see you. Hey, what do you say, DL? What's going on over there? Daniel Larson. I know that guy. What's up, Chief? How you doing, Dorothy? And Dorothy threw down a $2 super chat early in the intro beginning. That is a super dono. That means it's love. That's good enough. It's $2 super chat starting off the show. Thank you, Dorothy. And if you want to help support the show the same way Dorothy did, why you yelling? I don't know. You can use super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the description. I'm sorry. Thanks, Dorothy. Mucho gusto. Generoso. Nice to see you back. You never left. You know what I mean. Ozzy Tiger coming in. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Who else is here? Samo, Goofonian Rockstar. Who's this? Matthew Poynton. I'm living Thursday morning the 15th. Wild stuff. That is wild. What are you in Australia, mate? I don't know. Are you? Bernie Muro, welcome to the show. By the way, Matthew, welcome to the show. Hey, there he is. The man, the band, the guy who can fly. It's Michael Roser of Dark Hour Space Paranormal. What do you say there, Chief? Good to see me. Thor Panku. How you doing, huh? Yeah, it's the best name in the business. It is. 75 YBA. 32 FAP. What? Good to see you, 75 YBA. What is that? Yield base average, something like that? FAP, that's what I'm saying. You made it. You're in. You're sliding. And Austin Macadamian. That's right. Holy macadamia nuts. Good to see you, Jar Jar Binks. Mr. So happy. Like a matusha. Like a what? Nothing. All right. Hey, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. So let's do it. YOY Fools, welcome to the show. Myra Page, and I say it, I'll say it again. Welcome to the show anyway. All right, let's get going. Hey, Glenn, the big band guy, Glenn Collins. Hey, Richie Giordano. How things, brother?
Let me tell you something, Jack. Everything's going in the right direction this time. We're going to take the WW Goof on to all ends of the earth, brother. We're going to go over the 4 continents. Asia, Africa, Japan, China, Americans. We'll do it all, brother. And not only that, we're going to bring the belt. We're going to put the belt on the line. Ufology's going to knock.
Oh, no. Oh, I got it. Oh, no. Oh, I just filled it up. Screw jokes. I filled it up already. It was a whole bowl. Did you hear that? Come on. Oh, it is. Good, good. Thank you for that. All right. So, everybody, let's just calm down. All right. Nathan, what do you say there, Slapjack? Who's this guy? Ben, the Yorkshire Euphonian, throwing down $2. Sent you an email about alternative drone makes. Yep. Didn't I email you back about that? Or did you just send it? I've been in the email. Oh, you just sent it. Oh, okay. What's this? Hold on. I don't understand. I don't get it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Gotta take care of TCB. You know, I live life day to day, right? Day to day. That's all I can do. Some days are great, some days aren't, most aren't. But what? Hold on. Erica Lukes. She did what? Somebody sent me something that says Erica Lukes just shared. I really don't know. Anyway, Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it. I'll take a look at it for sure. I have no idea what I want to get. I was thinking about getting the Parrot. I can't get DJI because I can't use it on my phone. The app doesn't work. I took the app, got rid of it, brought it back in. As soon as you turn it on, it shuts down. How am I supposed to fly my drone? I can't even marry the drone I have. I have $1,000 drone. I can't even use it. I'm so upset. And even if I sent it back and they fixed it, let's say it takes a month, I still can't fly it. There's no app for Android users. It's terrible. Ben, thank you for the $2. And like I was saying, if you want to help support GoFund, the same thing, Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Oh, I said that. All the links are in the description. What are you going to do? I'm one guy. I live by the seat of my pants. Sometimes I don't even know if I have pants. I could do absolutely nothing wrong. And people will turn. People will hate me. It's weird. It's like I thought. I don't know what I thought. People have expectations, something different. I don't understand. Did you see yesterday when we did this on the show? Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I played this. I think I did. Check this out real quick. Check it out. Panda koala katupa if Panda said he would. 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 Panda koala. Panda koala katupa if Panda said he would. Panda koala katupa if Panda said he would. Panda koala katupa if Panda said he would. Panda koala katupa if Panda said he would.
I've gotten tired of cleaning up loose shit.
Chupacabra.
Tupa, I don't know.
Tupa, big tupa. Chupacabra. Tupa,
I don't know.
Tupa, big tupa. Tupa in his spaces, just for context.
Tupa doing what he did.
Chupacabra. Tupa.
Panda,
because I outed Chupacabra. Panda.
Panda koala. Put a hot poker in my eye, please. Why is it so dark? Isn't it? It's dark. I look weird. Yeah, it's bizarre, right? It doesn't look normal. I'm dark, and I've got the same lighting I've been using. All right, whatever. What can I do? All right, and I got to keep everybody on their toes, right? I got to keep us in the loop about what's going on in this field. I feel like as much as YouTube hates us, me, we're still going. Not going to stop. Not.
Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. I never have been. I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO.
Oh my goodness. I just saw this post, and it made sense. Here it is. Rich, you're a maniac. You can't see why people might have a problem with you? Oh, no. I know exactly why. Why did you say that? That's even stranger than me. No, I don't know why you would say that. Of course I say it a lot. I don't say it exactly like that. I say you got to give GoFund a chance. Not everybody's going to like it. I say that, right? It'll take you more than one show to understand what's going on here if it's your type of humor. People might walk in, for lack of a better term, turn on the show, and they're like, I'm going to give this GoFund a try, and they see me doing, doing what I usually do, a fool. And they'll say, oh my God, this is for children. And then they leave. Trying to get away from that, you know? Trying to be more adult. I mean, I'm 55. You know? I'm double nickels. I can't keep that routine up forever. Of course I know why. But with that being said, they are the most ruthless adversary we have ever seen. You got it right, FAP. That's exactly right. 100%. I definitely know why. But my thing is, I've asked people, I haven't been turned down by anybody to come on the show except for Rose Cuckold. And I know other people have pushed me off. And I got to be honest with you. Because I usually am. Usually. I always am. I really don't understand that they don't get it. But then when I think about the people that I'm thinking of and talking about, I don't care to be their friends. And you know what? And the people I call out, they're all liars. They make up shit. Why? Why have them on the show? The only reason I would have Corbell on is to ask him, really, why do you get these videos that everybody knows it's flares except for you? Oh, and the 40 out of 7 people down on the ground thought they might have said, you know damn well. You know, just a couple of those questions. And why don't you wear socks in your documentary? It's very, very disgusting. I want to look at your feet for 20 minutes. Your Barney Rubble feet. Remember that? Leader Shermer. I got something interesting I want to continue playing from yesterday. UFO disclosure finally possible. Oh shit, never mind. Didn't it they killed that thing, right? In the legislation? Yeah, Von Helton will never be here. Did they? They didn't pass it. I don't know what happened. I was so busy today. Let me see. I think I have it. Oh, here we go. All right. What is this? Yeah, I got to play this. Senator Schumer on the UAP Disclosure Act. This is a few hours ago. In quotes here, I think he said it. We've also been notified by multiple credible sources that information on UAPs has also been withheld from Congress, which is true, is a violation of laws requiring full notification to the legislative branch. See, it's always about money. Always. Even though they didn't say anything about money. It's always about money. Let's hear what Mr. Schumer, one of the most, oh God, this is going to be tough.
I co-sponsored, and portions of which we will pass in the NDAA. I say to my friend that unidentified unanimous phenomena are of immense interest and curiosity to the American people.
Unidentified unanimous? What did he say?
To the American people. But with interest and curiosity to the American people. But with that curiosity, unanimous phenomena are of that unidentified unanimous phenomena are of phenomena are of defied unanimous phenomena
Unidentified unanimous phenomena? Is that a word? Unanimous? It really is. It's a word. It's fully in agreement of 2 or more people. That's what it means. Oh, unanimous. God, it didn't register. Overall, everybody unanimously. Oh, wow. Holy shit, that's good.
Are of immense interest and curiosity to the American people.
Dying.
But with that curiosity comes the risk for confusion, disinformation, and mistrust, especially if the government isn't prepared to be transparent. The United States government has gathered a great deal of information about UAPs over many decades, but has refused to share it with the American people. That is wrong, and additionally, it breeds mistrust. We've also been notified by multiple credible sources that information on UAPs has also been withheld from Congress, which, if true, is a violation of the laws requiring full notification to the legislative branch, especially as it relates to the 4 congressional leaders, the defense committees, and the intelligence committee.
They are corrupt. The government's corrupt, all right? They're not worried about going to jail. Politicians rarely, if ever, go to jail. It's no risk. You might lose your job, but still, right? I mean, really, it's unanimous. I can't believe I couldn't get that right. Why was I? But he said unidentified unanimous objects. That really doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. That's what he said. It doesn't make sense. Andrea Coran. Hey, it's a $5. Good to see you. I did. Yep, I saw you. And hi, Richie. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the shirt. Yeah, what does the rest of it say? Oh, my God, I'm stuck. Believe yourself, even if nobody else does. Oh, man. Bigfoot, what are you doing? Thank you, Andrea. Wait, hold on. Somebody wants to say something. I got to go over here and talk. What's that? Chewy says, right back at you, Slick. I don't know. Hey, that's what he said. Thank you for the $5 super chat that says you love the shirt. It loves you. Mucho gusto, generoso. Andrea Coran, everybody with that super chat. All right. See, that's where people come in and they're like, nope, not for me. So here, anytime somebody starts a sentence with, it's not going to be very good. I ended it. So I kind of squished it out. Check it out. This is what it says on X from who's the Aerotech Research says the arrogance of David Grush is astounding. Arrogance. Yeah, I never thought he would be arrogant. I could see him being a little snooty. Yeah. Oh. He has absolutely zero, and I can't stress that enough, they say, zero influence in who the DOD chooses to fill the former director of DOD, Aero, Dr. Kirkpatrick's position. I thought it's Tim, right? And the person he avoids naming as the candidate is Carl Nell, former Army colonel who was found guilty for reprisals against a whistleblower and has failed his appeal 5 different times to have it overturned. Wow. He really wants that job. See, that scares me. When somebody wants it that bad, they don't get it after 2. No. And he's like, I still think so. Somebody must have said, just keep going. Eventually the people will vote you in. Don't worry. They're going to, and he's just sitting there getting old and not going to have his time. Oh, the poor guy, but he's corrupt. We don't want him. The fact that Grush thinks he has any influence, this person says, in these types of government matters is dumbfounding to say the least. And now we're going to listen to this clip and see if it makes sense to what I just told you. All right? 47 seconds. Go.
Kirkpatrick is stepping down from leadership of Aero. What's your reaction to that?
Of course, I've known
Dr. Kirkpatrick for many years. I believe
Of
his
course.
last day was December 1st, and his deputy, Tim Phillips, is currently filling in as the director of Aero. And I think we need to find a new director that the American people would have more confidence in. And I certainly provided a senior senator with my pick, a former individual who's very senior in the Pentagon that I used to work for as a potential director of Aero. But I do think we need to find somebody that the American people trust more, not somebody that calls oral testimony not credible, which is something that Dr. Kirkpatrick said during his testimony.
But he's right. Oral testimony really isn't that credible. Oh, I can't handle it.
He's coming, Elizabeth. This is the big one. I can feel it.
Some of you will never get that. I can't believe how they said David Grush seems a little snooty. I don't think so. Boy, you know what I noticed? People are just looking to get this guy into trouble somehow, catch him in something. And I don't see how we can at this point. Everything he said, he's repeating. He's not going to falter. He knows the script. He's memorized it. He's actually acting out his role. We're not seeing David Grush. We're seeing an impersonation of David Grush by David Grush. Yes. He challenged himself. I'm telling you, these autism kids are crazy fast. They learn things like you and I will take years to learn. They learn it overnight. I don't know if that's true. I'm just making it up. I don't know. But Grush is not stupid. Not a stupid guy. But he's dumb if he thinks he's going to have friends around him. See, these mainstream media people have tons of problems. Everybody wants something. Yeah. Well, where were you? You want to hang my coat now? Where were you when it was freezing in March with that sudden downburst of cold air? Now, remember that day? Everybody wore shorts to work. It was 80 degrees the day before. And then that morning, it was 38 degrees, 38. And I don't even want to say. All right, I got to play this. Ross Cuckold says or asks Gary P. Nolan, and the P is not for professor, if this alleged UFO piece can levitate by putting a waveform or frequency through it. Ross Cuckold said, or he asks Gary Nolan if this alleged UFO piece can levitate by putting a waveform or what the? Gary Nolan says the experiment requires terahertz waves. Roscoe points out that this is the reason why TTSA, and then it stops. And now I'm back. The TTSA gave the Army this UFO piece because the U.S. Army are the only ones that have a terahertz transmitter that is needed. Nobody else has a terahertz transmitter, in quotes. Gary Nolan is not allowed to talk about the experiment or confirm if it's already been done by the U.S. Army. This was recorded back in a year or so ago in June. And this was for 7 News. It was a documentary, but the full extended interview with new bits in it was just released yesterday, they say. But this is 52 seconds from the documentary. I'm sorry, 1 minute and 41 seconds. I don't know how that changed, but it did. It did. Oh, I was a little screen? I'll stay little. Shut up. Let's listen to what Gary P. Nolan and Rose Cuckold have to say. I'm interested.
A sample of material.
Bullshit. He lies. His lips moved. He lied.
Which is known as the bismuth magnesium material.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been able to reach any conclusions about that?
It is a layered material of bismuth, a little bit of lead, and magnesium. I've looked at the ratios of the isotopes there, and there's nothing unusual about it. But I will be getting a hold of a much, much larger sample of it that will allow me to do some other kinds of tests.
Now, one of the things that's been speculated about this particular piece of bismuth magnesium is that if you put a waveform through it, I know this sounds daffy, it will levitate.
I have heard of...
You know what bothers me? We've seen many people showing how they levitate. Why don't they just show us? It's just a bunch of fat lips bouncing. Oh, it's just so frustrating.
This result?
Really is.
I've not seen it with my own eyes.
Have you tried?
No, because the waveform that they needed to put through it is terahertz waves.
And that was why Tom DeLonge's To the Stars Academy did the CRADA, the research agreement with the US Army, because they're the only people that have got the terahertz transmitter that you'd need.
Right.
Do we know whether that research has been done now?
I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Aha, this is getting interesting.
Yeah.
But the thing that fascinates me about that is some of the material that To the Stars Academy was saying that it was going to be researching was material that was provided to it by the US government.
Yes.
And if all this stuff about UAPs is rubbish, why was the US government keeping samples of flying saucers and flying discs?
Who says they are? And wouldn't you want to hold on to a strange metal that may or may not have crashed on earth as it is in heaven? Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Those were good days. I remember Jesus when he was a little tyke at 33 years old. He's always been 33. For some reason. Where are we? I knew that was... I heard it. Well, it looks like PayPal. David Wilcox throwing in a quarter. 25 Canadian dronation money, as you say. It's a dronation. Oh, dude. Now I get it. A dronation instead of donation. It's beautiful. Yeah. How come I didn't think of it? Damn it. Sometimes that was funny. Good job. Hey, thanks for that too. The 25. Really appreciate that. Mucho gusto. In a row. And what is this? Nathan with $4.44. Great show. Love that Tupa Panda video. It keep us in the loop, Rich A. Nathan from the Quantum Show. I believe it's on Saturday nights at 10 p.m. I'm not sure. But Nathan, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the support. As always. Nathan's been around longer than everybody. That's weird. That has got to be so weird. I mean, we're talking more than a decade, yeah? Man. Poor bastard. I'm so freaking lame. All right. Oh, nah. Oh, what time is it? Oh, shoot. All right. Hold on. Oh. Well. Let me see what this is. It says Christmas gift for moms. And I clicked on it, and there's nothing there. Why? That's weird. There's nothing in it. Delete. Erase. Jurassic erase. We're going to analyze a video. Let's do that now. No? All right. You want to know what catastrophic disclosure is? All right, I'll play it. I'll go over it. First of all, is the U.S. on the verge of a catastrophic UFO leak? You know? You want to see something weird? So you guys know I want to get a drone, but I can't get a DJI drone because the app doesn't work with Android phones. So looks like I might be selling the drone I have, guys. If anybody has Apple, you could sure as hell. if you want to buy my drone, holy shit. It's hardly used because it's the new one. I think I used it 5 times since a year. Never crashed, never been dirty. I may, what if I gave it away? Like a New Year's gift, $1,000 drone and parts. I could feel a little bit philanthropic. I could do that. That'd be what a gift. Holy shit. I can't do it. I just can't part with my baby because I think they're going to make it back, and DJI is the best. So here we got this. You see the title, is the U.S. Virgin on catastrophic UFO leak? What does it mean to be catastrophic? Oh, what is this? I got a Blink 182 star. Tom DeLonge has suggested that ancient civilizations have been wiped out. Hold on. For angering alien life forms through disobedience. Over the years, the musician, 47 years old, have launched the 2 Stars Academy of Arts and Science back in 2017. DeLonge told Newsweek that while he's passionate about studying unidentified flying objects of advanced whatever, he believes that the life forms operating them likely have sinister intentions. Mother's ass, nobody could read that fast and speak that fast. I mean, it wouldn't be right. I think in the beginning it was probably a lot of fear. We had fighting through the war, but things started crashing. And they're finding vehicles and they're finding occupants, and they don't know what they're like. Where are these coming from? It's just like every time we find something out, it's so much bigger and more complex and potentially damaging to us in various ways. Beautiful, isn't it? Nice full moon lit night. Nothing like being abducted. While DeLonge's statements could be dismissed as wild musings, he was somewhat vindicated back in July after claims were espoused in a special hearing that alien life not only exists but had traveled to Earth with specimens held by the U.S. government. Yeah, right. DeLonge's dedication to the study of UFOs, which dates back to his childhood, is the basis for his recently released movie, Monsters of California, which is also his directorial debut. In sharing the story, DeLonge wants the public to unite as they prepare to accept that their potential experiences with alien life forms will likely not be warm and fuzzy ET style encounters. Wow. Retired U.S. Army colonel has said continuing to hide information about UFOs could have catastrophic consequences for America amid new claims that government officials agreed to hold back top secret research 20 years ago. Colonel Carl E. Nell called on a Stanford University conference for a campaign plan, quote unquote, that would force greater transparency in a Manhattan Project, quote unquote, to reverse engineer recovered UFOs or UAP. Hold on, something's playing. Oh wow. Good. Let's get that out of here. Hold on. What? Hold on. You know, sometimes. The Washington insiders also heard how in 2004, a CIA think tank, the Defense Intelligence Agency, and the Pentagon broadly agreed that information about UFOs should not be declassified. deeming the societal risks too great. Yeah. I wonder why they're so scared. Really, at this point, what's the harm? What's the harm? All right? They meet, they greet, and they repeat with each country, right? We accept them in as one of our own, and then they kill us in our sleep. It would be weird, wouldn't it? That, imagine this. It would be like if Bigfoot brought his family out to the open. It would be like that, right? No? That reminds me of tomorrow's show. Tomorrow, who built the UFOs? I don't see Bigfoot building anything intricate, little wires and knobs, and I don't see that. I don't know if that's how they were built, but I want to know. I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me. All right. I'm going to go right now. It's time, even though it's a little early, for Into Thin Air with the new video. Major earthquake signs for the United States of America. Yikes. I knew it. I knew it. We're going to get buried under yellow jelly. 2, 1, et gauche. Bam, bam, bam.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is December 12th, 2023, and as you can see, there have been a lot of reported earthquakes over the last week. Some of these areas we touched on in a previous video, but we're going to point out 2 situations that have taken place in the States that could potentially be leading to something much bigger. Now, one of these earthquakes took place on the 10th of December, a 4.2 super rare earthquake for the state of Nebraska, right on the state line of Kansas, just to the south. Although there was no significant damage from this earthquake, the important thing here is that it took place. There are a few articles on this situation. This one happens to come from MSN.com, where they explain how rare this is for an area that's not used to getting earthquakes at all. Now, very quickly, the reasoning they're giving for this earthquake, so they say, is that Nebraska isn't on a major tectonic plate boundary as the West Coast is, but it can still have earthquakes. And they say it's a result of rocks breaking and moving underground. So basically a series of cave-ins. Now, of course, that could be the situation, but there's other things going on around this earthquake and in the United States as a whole, and it's a pattern I've noticed following a set of fault lines or high-risk earthquake areas in the United States. We kind of see this arc right here that pretty much goes from South Carolina here, which we see a pretty decent amount of action, especially lately, into the eastern Kentucky, into the eastern Tennessee and Kentucky areas, part of that sticking down into Georgia. And then we have this large fault line here, which many of you know is called the New Madrid fault line, which is said to be capable of producing earthquakes just as large as the West Coast San Andreas fault line. Now, not many people are aware of this situation based on the fact that we don't have a lot of earthquakes in this part of the world, and if we do, they're fairly small. Now, to add to this, there's another area in Oklahoma that kind of dips down into Texas a bit, which kind of gives us this arcing pattern of fault lines in high-risk areas. Now, if we look at the set of earthquakes that were available yesterday, where the arrows are pointing right down here, we see this pattern being followed by earthquake reports that begin here in the Carolinas and follow each one of these risk areas all the way down into Texas. That is why I made this graph here, so you can kind of relate the actual fault lines that exist to where the most recent earthquakes have been taking place. And then also in this chart, we see up here this larger blue circle, that is the Nebraska quake we were just talking about. So I'm going to bring these 2 charts up together. The one on the right here is showing that New Madrid fault line, which you could see in this deep red color, which kind of highlights an area of where the significant damage would be if a large earthquake struck the New Madrid, and these areas outside the red are where the shaking would have been felt. Now, with that said, if we take a look once again at the pattern of earthquakes that have taken place over the last few days, more specifically the arc we were just talking about, and then soon after the last earthquake of this set took place, we then had that Nebraska earthquake followed by another rare earthquake, which was a little smaller than Nebraska, but South Dakota registered a 3.0 earthquake and had some articles written about it because of the rarity of the situation. Now, some of you may be saying, well, what's the point of even talking about a 3.0 earthquake? It's very small. It's not a big deal. Well, the deal is that we are seeing these earthquakes taking place in very rare spots, and they're also happening in groups. And again, these two earthquakes, here is the South Dakota earthquake and the Nebraska earthquake, both taking place within 3 hours of each other. So the chances of these two quakes being separate situations or a coincidence is pretty much off the table. These two earthquakes were definitely related to each other. And in my opinion, the reason for that is because of the action we see going on with the arc of earthquakes that began in the Carolinas and then arced all the way down into Texas, where there is a massive oil drilling operation, which then in turn can force pressure in two different directions, one being up towards the East Coast, and then the other direction would be up right in the areas in which the Nebraska and South Dakota quake took place. Now, keep in mind, we also have the West Coast with all of its shaking going on constantly, with much of that pressure being pushed in this direction across Texas and then back into our arc. But in some cases, that pressure comes up north and exactly where the situation take place with South Dakota and Nebraska. So with all this information in place, these rare earthquakes that have taken place over the last few days can sort of be explained by action going on in other rare places, which then leads us to wonder why these earthquakes are taking place to begin with. Now, in an upcoming video, as I've explained in the past, I'm going to talk more about how I believe the sun is the main culprit in all of these situations, and the fact with scientific backing that the Earth's magnetic fields are weakening, which allows these solar eruptions to hit Earth and affect things like earthquakes and volcanoes on a much bigger level. All right, my friends, that's what I got for you for today. Please tell me your thoughts down below. Shout out to Canada, and I'll see you all in the next video.
You know? It's a rumbling. And the weird thing is, I have felt several times. I mean, it's got to be at least a half a dozen times I felt shaking here. And there's never anything like that going on here in Florida. It's just, maybe it's me. Anyway, the link to that will be in the show description. So check out Into Thin Air. Subscribe, like, and share. One of the good guys. Thank you for allowing us to use your video too. Appreciate it. All right, so Corbell, they did their show last night. I'm only going to play one thing from their show. That's it. You know what? I didn't think it was kind of boring. I was bored. I don't know. I don't know why I was. Maybe it was the mood I was in, but yeah. Where do I 22-minute mark. Here we go. Let me pull that up and get that over here. Got to keep our eyes on that side of ufology. I almost think, isn't it weird what's happening? Like we have a couple of people and their roles seem to be set. Right? Start off with the obvious. David Grush, he's taken over for Lou in that aspect of things. He's the whistleblower, just like Lou. So you got your whistleblower replacement and more to come. And what did we hear? Crazy stuff. Alien bodies, and I know he never said alien bodies. He said the pilots flying these unknown craft. What else does he mean? Well, because he didn't say alien, I thought he meant they were like little people. Don't you think it would make sense to hire little people at NASA or wherever to send on these journeys? They're used to being shot out of cannonball things. What the hell? Joking. Little people. Come on. I'm a little people type of guy. I like little people. So listen to this. I don't know. I mean, who cares? Weaponized, episode 44. The fight for UFO disclosure.
I don't think that was really going to be the make it or break it. I also know the funding restrictions that were and continue to be implemented. It's a symbol. It's a sign. It's the first time that I'm told it's the first time that we completely took on industry about this issue. So now the flag has been raised. This is going to be a debate topic when it comes to our new elections. It has to be, right? I mean, people get clicks when it comes to UFOs, so they're going to talk about it. Or do you disagree?
I think you touched upon a very, very interesting thing in terms of debates. Yes, it does get clicks. I think News Nation, among other news sources, will continue covering it and pressing.
Did he say it gets fixed? What? Did he?
Whistleblower protections. You know, honestly, there's enough protections in
Not
place
Jeremy,
already.
the other guy.
Understand. People are encouraged under the right settings, you know, to come forward. I don't think that was really going to be the means that were and continue to be implemented. I'm told it's the first time that we completely has to be, right? I mean, people get clicks when it comes to UFOs, so they're going to talk about it. Or do you disagree?
I think you touched upon a very, very interesting thing in terms of debates. Yes, it does get clicks. I think News Nation, among other news sources, will continue covering it and pressing representatives. But I think you've really got the key point. We're entering presidential election season. And look, this was the National Defense Authorization Act that could have meant Biden potentially being the president to oversee some form of confirmation. We don't know if he's going to win next year in an election. And by the time you have the National Defense Authorization Act coming through next year, 2025, it could be implemented by a different president. And I think also, if Trump wins power again, I think that would be really, really interesting because you've got his former DNI, National Defense Director of Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, saying they actually.
I don't even know why I would choose that clip. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's get out of here. Let's go to something else. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that. Okay. Well, the answer to government lies and shenanigans is Catastrophic Disclosure Live. Yeah. That's what we did. Isn't that? Okay, Grush goes off. Have you seen this? Mike Turner. David Grush blasted Mike Turner. And Mike Turner probably has no business being the House Intelligence Committee chairman. Mike Turner has never been an intelligence officer. He served in the military. We need to get these people out of office. Wow. I agree. I do. I don't want people there that have a gripe, a grudge, you know? I don't like this person. I don't like this, act. I don't like the way I was treated. The government. Life is what you make of it. Sure, you probably bitched and complained the whole time, making everybody feel like they're walking on eggshells. And then when you slip and fall, you're going to blame the people that you were making walk on eggshells around you. No, I know that type of person. What? What was that?
Out these people, and I think News Nation should post a list of House Republicans or Democrats, for that matter, that oppose this legislation and allow their constituencies to decide if these are the kind of leaders that they want that are hindering government transparency, and through a democratic process in the 2024 election, we need to get these people out of office. And furthermore, with the House Intelligence Committee, Mike Turner probably has no business being the chairman. I think somebody like Mike Gallagher, who's on the committee, he's a former Marine Corps intelligence officer. He takes this issue seriously. He's spoken out about it publicly, should be the chair. And people like Mike Turner, who say, I don't know, Dave doesn't know what he's talking about on Fox Business. Really? Well, Mike Turner's never been an intelligence officer. He's never served in the military. He was the mayor of Dayton before he became in Congress. He's a junior person in terms of the Intelligence Committee. And I gave his committee 5 hours of testimony last December, and Mike Turner's staff never invited me back for more. They were not inquisitive to understand the issue more broadly or more in depth, and there's probably a reason behind that. And I just don't appreciate people that don't want transparency on the matter, quite
Very interesting. Why didn't he do it, say all of that, and do it to where the guy can defend himself? Right? What Grush did was call out, who did he call out? Mike Turner? Who was it? Was it him? Calls him out. This is unbelievable. No, really, it is. Look.
Who say, I don't know, Dave doesn't know what he's talking about on Fox Business. Really? Well, Mike Turner's never been an intelligence officer. He's never served in the military. He was the mayor of Dayton before he became in Congress. He's a junior person in terms of the Intelligence Committee. And I gave his committee 5 hours of testimony last December, and Mike Turner's staff never invited me back for more. They were not inquisitive.
So why should they invite him over for more? This sounds weird, man. See, this is so childish. Absolute children at play. I admit I am too, but you know, they've got spotlights on them. I've got a little pen light on me. If I ever got to that level, holy shit, I'd fly straight and narrow. I wouldn't make myself available for what we're doing to him right now. This is terrible, David. You sound like a washwoman. A washwoman. My mother used to call us washwomen. My dad especially called us washwomen if we didn't do our chores the right way. Why do you half-ass everything? Because David Grush is getting his ass handed to him. By who? Himself. What a weird thing to talk about. Don't you think? Distraction. What if he is just a... Oh, God, that was not cool. What time is it? 57:50. It had to be around 57:55 or higher. Oh my God, I got total goosebumps. I don't know if you guys just heard a woman's voice mocking what I just said. Oh my God, it's as if somebody got in the headphones. It was a woman's voice, and it repeated what I said almost exactly when I was saying it. I got really cold. I think because my adrenaline's going. Wow, I'd like to see how I reacted because I know I must have acted weird. There's a very high pitch now. No, wasn't that. What was I going to say? Oh, what happened was I'm going over some stuff and I'm talking. And as I'm saying, let's just say I'm going to end a sentence with cupcakes and rice. So, we went over and it was like cupcakes and rice. And the woman's voice, exact same time I said it. And it sounded in here. It was in here, and it sounded like it was digital, like digitized voice, not like the normal AI voice that we hear. Wow, I can't wait to go back and see if I caught that. Was that 5750? I don't know, man. I just want to see how I reacted too. That was bizarre. I'm so cold after that. I know you guys think it's nuts, right? You think it's crazy, but the stuff happens. And I wasn't even doing anything but my show. How many times have I been touched? You know, I know of 3 times now that I've been touched, or, well, this was like an EVP. See, it sounded like it was in my headset, but it also sounded like it was right in front of me. Like she came up to the microphone, man, and got in there, because it sounded like it was really crisp. Oh, I can go back. How far? I can go back. I want to see this. 57. Oh, it's weird. I can't do it. I can, but... Or can I? Oh, wait. Maybe I can. I found the place. It's playing. Here.
Publicly should be the chair, and people like Mike Turner, who say I don't know, Dave doesn't know what he's talking about on Fox Business. Really? Well, Mike Turner's never been an intelligence officer. He's never served in the military. He was the mayor of Dayton before he became in Congress. He's a junior person in terms of the Intelligence Committee. And I gave his committee 5 hours of testimony last December, and Mike Turner's staff never invited me back for more. They were not inquisitive to understand the issue more broadly or more in depth, and there's probably a reason behind that. And I just don't appreciate people that don't want transparency on the matter. Quite.
Very interesting. Why didn't he do it, say all of that, and do it to where the guy can defend himself? Come on. What Grush did was call out, who did he call out? Mike Turner? Who was it? Was it him? Gotta be right here. Calls him out. I don't know, man. This is
the mayor of Dayton invited me back.
So childish. If I ever got to that level, that's right. They called us wash women. Is this it? What a weird thing to talk about. Oh, here it is. Oh, God, that was distraction. Here we go. What if he is just a... Couldn't hear it. Damn it. Oh, God, that was... What a weird thing to talk about. Don't you think? Distraction. What if he is just a... I don't hear anything. Gosh dang it. Daggone it. All right. On we go. What can I say? That was just bizarro. I'm dreaming of a ghost Christmas. And it's really windy outside. Just like the ones we used to know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. When you're not happy and gay. Huh? Gay. What? Gay. Huh? The record skipping gay. Gay. Remember those days when the record skipped? All right. You want some ufology? Here we go. This is how Disclosure started. Is this what Disclosure looks like? Says this post from Project Unity. To be honest, this might be the most ambitious attempt at alien and/or marketing communication in human history. Is this what disclosure looks like? I don't know what's going on here, but I'll bring it on in.
2023, experts testified under oath that not only are aliens real, they're here on Earth.
There is something very real visiting our planet.
I believe that aliens are absolutely real, that they're here on Earth, possibly even walking among us.
Moon Pie will be the first brand to capitalize on this intergalactic demographic. Tapping into new customer bases builds brand.
I don't want to go any further with that. Next! All right, here we go. David, everything's with Grush, man. This is from The Hill. David Grush's statements on claims that U.S. government killed people to protect UFO secrecy, and Tucker Carlson's claim that the truth about UFOs is too dark to share publicly. Interesting, huh? I think we touched this yesterday. Unless it's just a different day, because I don't remember talking about that.
Bombshell claims, maybe the most explosive, being that the U.S. government has killed people who tried to go public with stories about non-human spacecraft, telling News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas last night. Let's watch.
You recently did an interview with Joe Rogan on his podcast, and you said something that really took me aback. You said that you believed that the United States government has killed people for trying to go public with a story. Really?
Those are concerns that certain scientists on the program that are known to me, presented that to myself, but I did direct them to the appropriate authorities on that. That's something that I don't know firsthand. That's something they espouse, but because of the serious nature of that, I directed them to the appropriate authorities, such as the Inspector General staff and law enforcement. So I can't speak to that because that's something that they espoused, and I directed them to the right authorities.
Other people were worried about that, not you.
I had some unique things happen in my personal life that, were some of the causal factors for me to file a complaint, some things that my wife and I had noticed, some intimidation. I can't get into the exact nature. I did provide that information to the Inspector General, and hopefully they've referred it to appropriate federal law enforcement and counterintelligence personnel, but I can't discuss that publicly because of the sensitive nature of that for my own protection and for the integrity of the investigation.
Yeah, because if you really believe that.
So what Grush is saying is that he can't say anything or his wife will be unalived. Oh, I can't say that, he said, right? Didn't he just say that? I can't say that or they're going to kill us all. Something like that, right?
Get into the exact nature. I did provide that information.
Other people were worried about that, not you.
I had some unique things happen in my personal life that, were some of the causal factors for me to file a complaint, some things that my wife and I had noticed, some intimidation. I can't get into the exact nature. I did provide that information to the Inspector General, and hopefully they've referred it to appropriate federal law enforcement.
So what? He can't say whether or not there were tactics, intimidation tactics, like they did with Bob Lazar. Isn't that amazing? Remember? They opened up the trunk and the doors and they put the Uzi on the seat with his license and wallet right on the console in the center saying, we're always watching you. And just in case, this is a pretty big desert. It'd be hard to, find your bones. Huh? Yeah. So, there you go. That's what's happening. David Grush, he probably just got probably a text or an email or a phone call, probably saying, David, what you did is unforgivable. We were going to let you into our tight little, please don't do it. No, listen, what you did was wrong. But I want to be in your little cult there. No. David, do you really want to be in this club? I thought it was a cult. I like it. David, what? Do you want to be in the cult? I mean, the club. So you see? Look, I'll go to bat for you, but you owe me. Oh, really? What do you want me to do? First of all, lose that accent. I don't know who the hell that is. Okay. Secondly, I need you to get UFO disclosure back on the table. Can you do that for me, David? I could try. Well, I just so happen to have a script here that Colonel Anderson and I came up with this. We want you to read it. We want you to follow. We're going to give you 30 days to perfect this heinous act. I don't want to do it, but David, you owe us. I know. You wipe up them tears and you pull up your britches and you squeeze that penis hard as you can. What? Nothing. Squeeze that penis hard as you can, huh? What? Nothing. I thought you said peen. I don't even know what a peen is, but squeeze it hard. David, huh? You got this? I think so. David, yeah, I got it. I'm all right. You don't sound all right. You want to go over it with, no, I got it. I'm going to talk to Rose Cuckold. Is that her? What a weird name. David, what? Okay. That's enough of you.
And counterintelligence personnel, but I can't discuss that publicly because of the sensitive nature of that for my own protection and for the integrity of the investigation.
I can't talk about it publicly because I'm...
Yeah, never, ever gonna happen. All you did was say something that people been saying it for decades. David Grush, do not buy what this guy is saying. Look, I like him. I think he believes what he believes. But I can't believe that he's talking about this. I can't. I just can't talk about it. They're going to unalive my family. Just the fact that he's saying it. It's a psyop, guys. Nobody's going to do shit to this guy. Nobody. If they did, if they planned on it, they already did it. Hence, their gift to us. Unreal. Is it done? Oh my God, there's more?
Because if you really believe that the government has done that in the past with people who've tried to expose this UFO program, why are you still alive? You've done more to...
Beautiful. Finally, somebody asked. What is it? Asked. I'm sorry.
Expose it than anyone else.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I went public, and certainly I was shown that, they can touch me at any time, and that's what led me to not only contact my former agencies, counterintelligence folks, with what I witnessed, and I provided evidence to that fact, but filed the complaint, and certainly going public was the appropriate move for me for my own protection.
There was some deception. He was full of shit. Oh boy, I wonder if they practiced. Holy shit. No, I don't believe anything he says. But I believe he believes. You see? That's all. I believe he believes. And some things I don't think he knows what. He doesn't even believe what he's saying is what I'm trying to say.
That, they can touch me at any time, and that's what led me.
How? How did they show you they could touch you at any time? You left the biggest part out. And if you haven't noticed, the lady who's sleeping right next to him didn't ask any follow-up questions. Great skills. Great journalism. Oh, well, it is the Hill. Let's get out of here. Let's hear what Tucker has to say. Holy shnikey. Where's your bow tie? Uh-oh. Gotta reshoot it. Beep.
Grush has doubled down on some bombshell claims, maybe the most expensive. That's just
He recently spoke with redacted co-host Clayton Morris, saying he hasn't even told his wife that what he's learned on this elusive subject. Let's watch.
The second thing that bothers me is the UFO story. And, you know, the more you dig into that and talk to people with actual knowledge of it, again, that's another story where there are some, you know, fanciful ideas floating around that are just, you know, there's no evidence that they're true. But if you talk to people who, you know, have actual knowledge of it that they gathered themselves, there are parts of that story that I do not understand at all that are really, really, really dark. It's so dark that I, you know, haven't told my wife about it. I mean, I haven't verified any of this, but this is not just stuff that I read on the internet. I know you all are very, very grounded in that story, so I think I know, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But there's some stuff there that's just like, man, I'm not even sure what that means. There's a spiritual component there that I don't fully understand. So yes, that story bothers me. And I think, last thing I'll say, that one of the reasons that we've had all these disclosures and all these, 10 whistleblowers at this point, and it hasn't really become front page news. Part of it's suppression. You know, parts of the government don't want you to know about it, but part of it is the public can't deal with it. It's too far out.
Why? They aren't even giving us a chance. Right? Wouldn't you agree? Tucker is living. Let me stop that. Tucker is thinking that it's 1938 when War of the Worlds came out. Look, our country has changed so much in 10 years. Look how far we've come since 1908 to 33 when the car just came out. I don't care. There was only one car and you had to be rich to get it. Remember that? Didn't even have a phone. But anyway, what was I going to say? What was I saying?
But
what was I saying? That means there's a spiritual component there that I don't fully understand. So yes, that story bothers me. And I think, last thing I'll say, that one of the reasons that we've had all these disclosures and all these, 10 whistleblowers at this point, and it hasn't really become front page news. Part of it's suppression. You know, parts of the government don't want you to know about it, but part of it is the public can't deal with it. It's too far out.
Wow. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I'm actually a little sick to my stomach what I just saw. Unreal. Unreal. Seriously sick. You know, the thing about ufology is now it's all political. It's all political. And we will never get away from it unless you and I did something about it. The Joe Public, yeah, or Joe and Jane Public. How? How do we change the narrative? How do we include ourselves into the current narrative and then ask those hard questions to those who think they have the answers and see what they say? I can tell you right now, two things will happen. They'll answer it and get it wrong, or they won't answer it. Well, they'll look stupid too, that they wouldn't know such a simple thing. Whatever it is, it's simple. We'd ask simpleness. And then the other one, you know, hold on a second. I'm distracted. Hold on. I'm not sure if I'm freaking out, man. What the hell? I'm telling you, I hear something. I don't know. Wasn't that? I'm thinking it was an alarm or a warning or a notification. It wasn't. All right. Erase. Just erase. let's rock. So let's look at some UFOs, shall we? This person claims they see orbs from the backyard. And yesterday afternoon, the orb stuck for 5 minutes. Then it took off going north until it disappeared. Are you ready? All right, let me get it up. Let me get it ready. Let me get it ready. Let me get it ready. Get it ready. It's already running already. I got a blast. All right, let's analysis this thing, right? You ready? What's the problem number one? Problem number one is that's balloons. You want to know why? Because I just saw 2 of them. And you know what he did? As soon as the second one appeared, he changed it. He cut it and edited it. Watch. You'll see. I'll say 2, and then it'll change. Did I miss it already? Did I not go far? I see it too, but I'll tell you when the big one happens, where it's obvious. I see 2. It must have been way back further. Right around here. Well, the problem is this is blurry. And it's not focused. It's a balloon, I'm pretty sure. But you have to say, okay, great, he captured something. But the quality is so bad, I would never post that on the internet. If I did post it on the internet, I would say why, and I would say I don't believe. There's not much to teach in this. You can tell automatically it's out of focus. So from this point on, you can't trust anything that's coming from this video about this object until it cleans itself, which it never does. And the problem is, I think this person may know it's a balloon, and these hoaxers know if you blur it just a little bit, it will look like an orb. And it's looking like it's gonna be Christmas or something like that. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you, me, and all that other stuff. Unbelievable people, you know? What do you mean, these people? You know what I mean. I don't, you do. I don't, you do. I don't, you do. I don't, you do. All right. I'm just a little taken aback by what's here. Look, I don't know if I played this. It says from Mike Colangelo, and then Aerotech Research posted it. It says, Secrets of Area 51, metallic egg-shaped UFO the size of an SUV, was kept at the highly classified Air Force Base in the 1980s, whistleblower claims. Eric Tabor, a defense aerospace contractor for 13 smackaroo years, told Daily Mail of an egg-shaped metallic UFO kept at Area 51 in the 80s. He revealed the story his late great uncle Sam Urquhart, an Area 51 contractor, told him about a UFO at the mysterious desert base. Tabor testified in May to Aero, who are collecting accounts of alleged government possession of non-human aircraft or craft. You may remember Rose Cuckold talking about Eric Tabor a few months ago as an anonymous source. Let's listen to what this bastard has to say. All right, here we go in 3.
My name is Eric Tabor. I work for I did work for a U.S. aerospace company on different projects. I have a security clearance for the past 13 years. Everything that I've worked on
Uncle Fester
is not
put a light bulb in his mouth.
To the same level of technology
Sure.
as the Tic Tac, for example, or other things that have been cited that are quite exotic and can move in ways that defy physics. Some of the things I've worked on I cannot and will never talk about. As a patriotic American, I would never divulge classified information.
And you have some direct experience of this with your family.
Oh yeah,
Tell
we
me a
watched
little bit
part
more
of
about
this.
that.
I moved to the West Coast in 2012. No family west of the Mississippi. My grandmother was nice enough to let me know that I had a great uncle.
Yeah, forget it.
Named Sam Yercourt.
Sorry. Let me delete it. We've already watched it. It's my fault. All right. Did you guys see what China's doing about UFOs? He says the Minister of Defense took the floor to say that he shared Representative Asakawa's concerns as advanced military platforms could be hiding behind these unidentified objects. He added that he was working to establish a relationship with U.S. defense on the subject itself. He went on to explain that he was currently collecting and analyzing information on the UAPs so that he could better answer Representative Asakawa's questions. The latter then closed his speech, thanking the minister for these efforts and calling him to ensure that this just does not remain just words, but that there is concrete evidence like the UFO or video evidence. What am I doing? I'm bouncing all around. Come on, ufology. We're going to get by. You're not going to give it by your butt. Spike that ball. Get the hell out of here. Oh, here's Asakawa. Yeah. Oh, look. They got it all set up for us. Check it out. Japan, Minister of Defense, Kihara. Alukalaka way me. I know you want to lay me. Huh? Nothing. What? Nothing.
今日は前回一般質問を大臣諸氏に対してさせていただいたところのちょっと続きもさせていただきたいと思います。まず最初に米軍のオスプレイの墜落事故につきまして、
Ichiwana. It's in Japanese, Chinese, subtitles. Come on, man. There ain't no options. Subtitles, Jackson. No. Off. I want English. No, it's not fair, you bastard. Auto translate. There we go. Is it English? All right. Asakawa, you will talk for English people. Ready? Set? And a zoot? I said a zoot.
周りの環境ですと、この空き家や空きアパートというのがどんどん増えている状況を実は見ております。もっとですね、そういった空き家や空きアパートなんかもですね、
Come on, get to this guy. No. Here we go.
浅川君。
That hand. Look at that puss. Look at his face. Oh, what's the matter? You gotta listen to one other guy? What's the matter? Look at the puss on his face. Hey, There's no crying.
いずれにいたしましても、現在、本年の11月1日から自衛官の
Can we get to my guy, please? What happened? Did we miss him? All right, somebody's gonna lose. Is
佐
this
賀
it?
県の連絡協議申し上げたいと思います。
It is it.
この事故につきま
We
して
have already distributed information regarding this accident. I'm getting it from my hometown in
地元であ
Kanagawa.
るんですけども、
What the hell is going
関
on?
係県市連絡協議会というのがございます。
Oh,
これまでも地元の基地関係の質疑もさせていただきましたけれども、この緊急要請ということ
Due to
で、
this urgent request,
12月1日付で防衛省外務省大臣の方にですね、要請を出されております。
well, a request has been made regarding the actual. I don't know what I'm reading yet. Please refer to the flight of the Osprey to save lives and prevent recurrence. Stop till it's confirmed and say, and provide it. I too. Just. It is so windy outside. We're supposed to get 40 to 50 mile an hour winds tonight. Isn't that crazy? It feels, I mean, I was out there for a minute and it was pretty windy, I'd have to say. All right, next. All right. In some ways, World War III on X says, this massive circular UFO appears strange. Notice how the shadow completely obscures the second home until the ship lifts up and a car approaches. I am going to hold judgment till you see it, okay? This really could be the most incredible or the most despicable. Credible or despicable. Go. I said go. It's a 5-second clip. Wow. That's interesting. Here it is. Darling, come here. There it is. All right. What's wrong with the picture? The whole place is moving. It's inserted. Look, just this area is moving. Look at the, all this is stable. Look at the shadow. And look at the shadow. The shadow of that ball goes all the way over here. It's not that tall. If there's a shadow there, it would go like right to about, maybe it is. It's fake as hell though, isn't it? Vafangula. Vafangula. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right, guys, I got something for you. Stop. 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 Are you ready? I did not see any requests, so I will do it for you. Go. 3, 2, 1. Hit it, Jackson. Come on, everybody. It's the Crop Circle song. What are they? Come on.
What are they?
Yeah. Why are they? Can you scream? Can you scream? And scream at me. Right? That's what we should change it to. And then when he says, are they harbingers of world change? We're going to say, are they UFOs here to change our world? No? All right, stick to the original.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they?
What do they mean?
What are they, everybody? Are they harbingers of world change?
These secrets in the field.
Come on. Come on, everybody. Yeah.
Secrets in the fields.
Secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change?
Secrets in the fields.
Come on, hit it, yeah.
Secrets in the fields.
Give it up for Greg Brown. Take it back.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they?
What do they mean? What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? What are they, everybody?
Are they
harbingers of world change?
These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world?
I thought you might need that. Shake it up, shake it out. Shup. Here we go. I can't believe this. Everything is Grush. Grush has spoken to over 40 people, quote unquote. My eye just got stuck. That was weird. I can easily compile a list of a dozen people who said the same things in public. Many of these people had several anonymous informants. So we're easily talking over 50 people at this point, all saying we have recovered UAPs. What's the big deal? No, I get it. I get it. The government doesn't want to give up their secret, right? They want that upper hand. They want the element of surprise just in case. Is that what you want? Is that what they really want us to believe? Why does the government want us to believe that there are existing UFOs? I'm thinking because, all right, so what if they tried back engineering these objects? They had, according to Bob, this one that he was working on, the sports model, right. What do you want? That's what it was, sports model. Yeah, I just didn't like the way you said it. Oh, sorry, King Richard. Why don't you just tell everybody what you did? Nope. You want me to tell him? Nope. He peed. What? Don't. He peed the bed. No, I didn't. Yes, you. It was not pee. Okay. Yeah. All right. Even got Chewie upset. You see? Now I got the whole Star Wars universe coming after me, you prick. Who am I mad at? I don't know. This isn't working out. All right, must read. Why do I keep pushing the Dopser issue, he says, when it comes to David Grush? Yeah, easy. If Grush is telling the truth, we have now established baseline with Dopser, stating that what Grush submitted is not classified, and it can be published in the open. So let us see it. John, that is beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, well, why? Let us see it. That submission is usable by people like me to pursue the same unclassified information through official documentation and support. Why would anyone fight that? Why is this so difficult for some people to understand? And why are they fighting me as I try to give more evidence to support Grush? If it's the truth and Dopser said it isn't classified, then some information is obtainable via FOIA. I would bet money on that if everything he says is true. So what's up with this pushback on me doing this? Some people think I'm out to get Grush. Not true, John Greenwald says. And he continues on, but what they fail to realize is even if I was, then me doing this would only prove me wrong on doubting him. So yet, even another win, yet people fight it. because it's that side of ufology, John. Trust me, the sky isn't blue anymore. It's purple. All right? And men aren't men anymore. Men are women. And women can now be men. Then he says there is zero chance that if the truth is thrown at Dopser and they approve it being published, then 100% of that information is denied through FOIA. What? Why? Some denials and only partial releases? Of course, but not on what Grush approved. If it's unclassified in his request, then those portions are Did you guys see that? There was a huge flash. No, it came from behind me. I gotta go check it out. I don't know, it was so bright. Did you guys just see what happened? Let me pull the show up. Wait, that's not the show. That was creepy. It stopped me in my tracks, man. I want to see what it looked like. That's just totally bizarre. All right, here, I'm on the show. Come on. I'm watching it. Hold on. Let me pull it up for you so you can see it with me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I have never seen anything like that. That was bright. It actually looked like lightning went off in the house. I was waiting for the thunder. All right, here we go. Let's see if anything happens. It can be published in the open. So let us see it. John, that is beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, well, why? Let us see it. Come on. That submission is usable by people like me to pursue the same difficult for some people. And Dopser said it isn't classified, then some information is obtained. Some people think I'm out to get. I'm doubting him. Where is it? All right. And men aren't men anymore. Men are women. Did I pass it? Women can now be men. Then he says there is zero chance that if the truth is thrown at Dopser and they approve it being published, then 100% of that information is denied through FOIA. It's coming up. What? Why? Some denials and only partial releases? Of course, but not on what Grush approved. If it's unclassified in his request, then those portions are Oh, it's just there. I didn't really see anything, though. Not on what, then those portions are You don't see it. Shit. If it's unclassified in his request, then those portions are You can't see it. I want to check one more thing. Not on what Grush approved. If it's unclassified in his request, then those portions are You can't see it. I don't see it at all. Man. Did you guys see that? That was so weird. That's twice tonight. It was a huge flash. That flash, I swear to you, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe it's the light behind me. It was so bright. I was waiting for thunder because I thought somehow the lightning came through the blinds and it lit up behind me. I try to discount everything. All right, let's get out of here. Hey, thanks for hanging out tonight. Really beautiful. Let me make sure I'm checking, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, I missed them. No, I didn't miss anybody. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Thank you very much for your contribution and your time while you're here helping Goof on out. And best moderators, I don't care what anybody says, still the best. No, they are. You guys are. And, we do it here every night. We do. We do truthology for you. Truthology for ufology for you. Anjali was here. That's nice, right? Anjali, oh Anjali, where you been hiding, Anjali? Are you hiding? Hiding? I know you're not. I just wanted to sing it. Hiding. Sie hiding, Vishnaden. Oh man, did I just say that out loud? What did you say? Nothing. Thank you, everybody. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Blah, blah, blah. Alien blast. Yeah, people, they don't know what you said. What you said makes no sense, and if you say it again, then you don't belong on this planet. Everything you said, I lost IQ points because you don't say smart stuff. Good.
What you just said. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.